What's good, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are preparing physically, mentally, and spiritually for the dark times that are ahead of us. And hope you guys are getting right with God and staying strong. Got some more important information to share with you guys today. And I know it's been a little while since I posted a video here on this platform, but I felt like it was just necessary for me to take a break from posting videos on here and, putting more time towards, getting ready for what's to come and everything like that, too. Um, But there's been a lot happening ever since I took this little break from posting videos here on this platform. Um, also, the FDA set to approve the you know what for from Pfizer this week as well. So I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but if you look this up, you'll see a lot of articles about it. Supposedly, that's what they're getting ready to do. And if that happens, and it will happen eventually, they're going to literally approve it. And when that does happen, whether it's this week or not, doesn't really matter. You already know the mandates, more and more mandates are going to roll in, even though it's already happening. But, you're just going to see more of that happening. And this is stuff that we've been telling people was going to happen for months now and for a good while. It shouldn't be a surprise to you that this is happening. We already knew from a mile away, and it's like we could see it from a mile away that this was coming, and it's already happening and being implemented. So, be ready to stand your ground because this scam that we've been dealing with is far from over. They got everybody thinking, oh, things are going back to normal when it's really not. Meanwhile, they're coming out with more and more warnings and literally telling you that this thing is far from over and that things aren't going back to normal, right? Even the World Health Organization, the head of the World Health Organization even told you that we're not going to be seeing a return to the old normal. But I'm going to get into the article now. And it says, who warns of deadlier, taking world back to square one? And you know what square one means? That refers to what we went through last year in March 2020, or around that time. But in March 2020, that's when it really started. That's when the scam really started kicking off, of the It says failing the P test as World Health Organization director, Tedros Adhanom, and you guys know what this guy's all about too. Um, Believes the world is even means countries with high rates could once again find themselves back where they were in March 2020. Um, he has long advocated for high income countries to help fill inequities in healthcare by sharing whats with other countries, most vulnerable populations, focusing on a country's own people and not the world's population. Allows for more mutations of the what to pop up. And in a global world, a deadly what in one place poses a threat to everywhere. The more transmission, the more variants will emerge with the potential to be even more dangerous than the what that is causing such devastation now. And you guys got to understand too, this is all just fear mongering, and this is all just prepping you for the next wave of shutdowns that we're going to see. And most likely, if they do pull that off again, you can expect it to be more tyrannical, like we've discussed already. You can expect it to be even worse. You already have Mitch McConnell talking about, oh, these shots need to get in everybody's arms as rapidly as possible, or we're going to be back in a situation in the fall that we don't yearn for, that we went through last year, right? Um, and most likely, he's obviously hinting to the lockdowns as well, when he talks about, a situation that we don't yearn for, that we went through last year in 2020. What was everybody complaining about? Being locked up in their houses, right? The songbird predictive programming, folks, it's coming again. Nobody knows the exact time, but they're literally showing you that this thing is far from over. Wealthy nations such as the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and countries throughout Europe have had success, uh, doing more than 50% of their populations, and some are pretty close to 70%. The minimum threshold expected to be necessary for herd immunity. There's a reason they call it herd immunity. However, countries throughout Africa and Middle East are struggling to, even their high-risk populations, such as healthcare workers and the elderly. All right, I'm going to leave it off right there. I'm not going to make this video too long, but I'm recording this video on another device right now. But yes, as I was saying, though, this whole scam that we've been dealing with for the past 18 plus months now is far from over. And you even had Bill Gates telling you, oh, you know, the next one is going to get attention this time. As in, you know, as in more people are going to be shocked by it and more people are going to pay attention to it, and pretty much hinting that it's going to be worse, you know. But understand, at the end of the day, the main point being is that they're not going to let a good crisis go to waste. And by the time, you know, they start telling you, oh, you can't do this and that without having your proof of the you know what, it's already happening. But when it's everywhere, you know, you better be ready to stand your ground, because, you know, this is stuff that we already knew was coming anyways, and this is the moment that we've been preparing for. So, you know, be ready to stand your ground, continue preparing. I'm sure the dark winter that they were talking about is actually the one coming up, because last winter, you know, it was bad, you know, especially for places like Texas, but I just have a feeling that the one that's coming up is most likely going to be worse than what we seen last year. So, you know, I'm not saying it's guaranteed. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but, you know, just understand and realize that things are not going back to normal. So, you know, don't be afraid, but just prepare yourself continuously, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And take these warnings very seriously, folks, and be ready to stand your ground. I thank you guys for watching this video, and I'm out.